99% of you won't make it. And so if you don't have a strong backup plan, you become that guy on the street corner. Because I'm pretty sure if you take that guy on that street corner and ask him who he wanted to be at your age, he's going to say those 4 answers. So what's happening is we have a generation of kids growing up with no backup plans. And so I go to schools all around this country and I tell them, you can still be Meek Mill, but if you don't make it, I need you to think about being an electrician or an engineer or a doctor or a dentist. So give me an academic backup plan if you want that. And because I had an academic backup plan, I'm now being able to do what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, for sure. Man, you just dropped a lot just now. I don't know if I was prepared for all of that.
Not bad, bro, but I really believe what I'm saying, man. This ain't a speech. This ain't something for a brand. This is really what I live every day, man.
Yep. And for sure. And I think a lot of what you just said speaks to what you stand for, which is changing lives through education. And you spoke a lot through that just in what you just said now and before. But I want to talk a little bit about March of 2020. I saw one of your posts. You said you delivered your dissertation and your father wasn't there. Walk me through that experience for you.
Yeah, so, man, my dad was big on education. So I told you earlier that I barely graduated high school. Now, mind you, my dad was here. I was a straight A student and gifted and talented. So his bar of excellence was very high. And that's one thing I tell parents all the time. If you tell me your kids are average, your bar is too low. Because I'm telling you right now, parents, if you raise that bar, they're going to fight. And you mean what you say, they're going to find a way to get there. And so what I tell you is I was a straight A student. Things looked bright. And then this tragedy happened. So I barely graduated high school. So when March 2020 comes, I'm like, my father would be so proud that the guy that he used to now became a doctor, the highest degree possible. And I graduated 3.82, almost aced the whole program, bro. And the guy that barely graduated high school, this is the guy that my dad was pushing. So what I did was I found an old briefcase, excuse me, that my dad would bring around. You know, these preachers with their briefcases. So he would walk around.
Yeah, for sure.
So I walked up in there in my dissertation defense and brought a piece of my dad with me and defended in a room full of white folks talking about the barriers to college enrollment for black boys. And I just felt his presence in the room. I just knew he was in heaven smiling down. But it was just a powerful moment, not only for me, but for my family. You know, my father came to this country with nothing, not even a suitcase, just a dream. And that's real. He came only with paperwork and the clothes on his back. And now I have his sons. I'm now a doctor of education. My brother is a sergeant for homicide unit for detectives. My other brother's a homicide detective, and we all kind of went in this field because we lost our father tragically. So now both of my brothers are in the business of finding people that murder people, right? And so it's just, and we're just trying to fulfill the opportunity that he gave us, man. So March 2020 is a big deal for me. And briefly after that, I quit my job, 6 figures, walked away from it all, and said I'm gonna pursue a life changing lives through education. Since I was able to get this opportunity, I want to give it to as many kids as possible.